Hello, digital art. We're going to finish our last practice file for semester one of the class. This file is going to be named filters, filters.svg. And this is a pretty fast one, so remember, pause the video if you need me to slow down. You can always rewatch the piece. Um, we're going to begin with adding three shapes, a circle, so hold control when you draw to make a perfect circle, a square, hold control when you draw the square to make it a perfect square, and a triangle. So set the polygon tool to the first shape option and reduce the corners down to 3. Then hold control down to draw your triangle. We are going to make our circle into a red color. Our square is going to be a blue color. And our triangle is going to be a green color. Once you've got your shapes colored, go ahead and overlap them. I'm gonna make my circle a little bit bigger. And so that just means remember that they're in front of each other. This is going to be useful to help you figure out how the filters work. And that's also why we chose the colors that we did. So you can see how they all kind of play together. Group the three shapes together, select them all at once. Object, group, and then let's play with our filters. For your lesson, the first thing that it asks you to work with is a bevel filter. And so select your grouped objects and go up to filters, bevels, and we are going to choose the ridged border, like so. Because these are group, notice that they're kind of working together for the shape, right? It's just going around the outer edge of these, not the inside lines. And so that's something that grouping can do. If they weren't grouped, they would be handled each individually. Undo this. You can click the arrow up here or press Control Z on your keyboard. Next, let's try one of our blur options. Filters, blur, apparition. And again, notice how it goes all around the edge, but not the inside lines. So that's another benefit of the group. Undo this one. And then let's try out a bumps filter. Filter, bumps. And we're going to pick paper bumps, like so. For this one, we're going to keep it on the paper bumps because something that you can do with Inkscape is layer multiple filters on top of each other. That is why it's important to always undo it if you don't like a filter because it won't get rid of it unless you undo it. So we've got our paper bumps. Then we're going to go over to filters and add a color filter. So color, and we are going to do a color shift. Some of your filters will have this box show up, and each one that does will have a slightly different option. I recommend clicking the live preview option, and you can see what's happening as I move those bars around. So that's what the live preview does. It just lets you preview it. For this, your lesson asks you to move the value to 150, which I think is just the shift button. I'm going to move that to 150. And then we're going to shift the saturation to 0.5. Okay, once you have that, you can click apply. And then it takes a second because it has to think. Filters are pretty hard on your computer. That's why it talks about lag. Um, and then when it's done, you can click the X. I accidentally did it twice. You can see that. So it doubled it. So you can always Control Z to go back or forward if you have the arrows up here. And that is all we have. So you can save this and turn this in, but I do recommend that you go through and try some more filters out. If you've overlapped a bunch of filters, you can go up to the filters menu and remove filters all at once to restart. Um, and just, yeah, have fun. Test out some of the different choices and the options and see what you can get. All right. Thanks, digital art, and I will see you later.